Drive, Abingdon, Virginia. I'm here representing myself. Good evening, members of the board, Mr. Chairman. The current situation concerning proposed legislation in Richmond to make criminals out of thousands of Virginians have many Washington County residents concerned. Examples of the current proposed legislation include making many semi-automatic rifles used for self-defense illegal, unreasonably making it a misdemeanor to sell or trade magazines that hold more than 10 rounds, raising the age to 21 to purchase a firearm, and red flag laws which would potentially allow confiscation without due process. Governor Northam has even publicly mentioned considering confiscation of certain firearms. These proposals are the beginning of the slow but steadily growing attack on gun owners and the Second Amendment. I want to make it clear that the pre-filed bills are somewhat confusing, lengthy, and the language is subject to change from this time on. However, our goal here today is to make a statement to Richmond that liberty is non-negotiable, not only in Washington County, but throughout the Commonwealth. Our rights as free Virginians are at stake, and it is the responsibility of the Washington County Board of Supervisors to uphold the Constitution. Do not be mistaken. The proposed laws are a direct infringement on the Second Amendment and would lead to a slippery slope of eroding rights, slowly and bit by bit. The mere fact that owning a semi-automatic rifle with a pistol grip like an AR-15, which hundreds of thousands of Virginians own for sport and mainly home defense, would make you a felon, and I've cited the bill that you can read. It's an attack on liberty. Washington County is going to send a message to Richmond, to our legislators, that we will not simply give up our gun rights little by little in exchange for a false sense of security. This county needs to take a stand, even if it is a symbolic one, against these tyrannical proposals. It is also important to remember that we the people are the militia. The men and women that you see in this chamber today, we are the militia, and we will not be disarmed and penalized by unconstitutional actions by a regime that does not represent our best interests. This is only the beginning of the long fight ahead to preserve our rights by communicating to our legislators directly and bluntly. I urge the board to support this resolution. And now, before I leave, I want to leave you two quotes, very impactful for me. One is from Virginia's first post-colonial governor, Patrick Henry. He once said, "Show me the age and the country where the rights and liberties of the people were placed on the sole chance of their rulers being good men without a consequent loss of liberty." I'll leave you with one more. French philosopher Voltaire said, "So as long as the people do not care to exercise their freedom, those who wish to tyrannize will do so. For tyrants are active and ardent, and will devote themselves in the name of any number of gods, religious or and otherwise, to put shackles upon sleeping men. I refuse to be one of those sleeping men, and Washington County should too." Thank you for your time and your consideration.
Sure. Nick.